I want to talk to you a little bit. How many people have ever shared their location with someone on your phones? You've shared your location. Okay. Sharing your location can be good. I suggest that you drop pins and send it to your people, to send it to your friends. How many people have ever shared it with your parents? You've shared your location with your parents. How many people have ever shared your location with your friend? It is not lame to share your location with your parents, by the way. Your parents are your biggest protectors. They are the ones who will really come and help you if bad things go down. Do not make fun of that as an act that is not cool. That is actually a very safe thing. How many people have shared their location with their friends? Okay, the fact that you know how to do it is encouraging to me. Most of you probably have iPhones. It's really easy to do on an iPhone. You just go into details in the messages, share your location. You can either share it once or you can share it indefinitely or for an hour or for a day. You decide. Having this enabled so that people can see who you are is a really good idea. Having an agreement with your parents that you have this location thing enabled is probably a really good rule. How many people your parents pay for your phone? Your parents pay for your phone. They're allowed to do whatever they want. They own that phone. And if this is part of their rules, then it's one that you should be grateful for because it means that they can really help you if something bad goes down. Now there's also unintended location sharing. These are all apps that have unintended, perhaps, location sharing. Okay, let's name them. Okay, from the left. Obvious. Oh, no, you know what? It's not even. What's the one in the middle that doesn't have a name? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How many? You guys know it. I mean, it looks so innocent, but it's really not so innocent, is it? How many people have used at least one of the applications on the slide? You don't have to say which one. You have used, raise your hand high. It might not be cool to raise your hand, but I really want to know. Raise your hand. This will make you cool. Just look at your Okay, you've used at least one of these applications. Okay. All of these applications do something called geographic matching. How many people know what that is? Geographic matching. Geographic matching means that they help you find other people in your area, which is awesome, right? You can communicate with people who are in your area. But it's also potentially dangerous. Communicating with people in your area also means that you guys are opening yourselves up to potentially dangerous people. People who don't have good intentions. People who would want to hurt you, kill you, rape you. There are all types of people in your geographic area, okay? A lot of them also allow for anonymity. You do not necessarily have to say who you are. You can pose to be someone completely different online. I've just recently written a paper. More than half of the people in my sample said that they lied about their age, their gender, their occupation, what they were doing, their interests. People lie online. How many people know that? People lie online. You know it. How many people themselves have lied online? You've lied about what you were doing, your age, your gender, something. More than half of the people are saying that they've lied. Okay? You cannot trust that the people you are meeting anonymously are really the people that they say they are. It is a safe thing to only accept or request from people that you know. I know that may sound silly. Again, I am definitely taking the stance that you know more about social media than I do. You know more about it. You know how it's being used in your lives right now. But I will tell you that I have a professional Twitter. I used to have a Facebook, which I recently shut down. And I am very careful about anything I put online for the reasons that I'm telling you. I'm not really concerned about getting contacted by a child predator. They don't want me, I'm not a child. But they do want you, because you are still adolescents, okay? But you know what, the thing that we really share, the one thing that we really share, and I want you guys to connect with me on, is that we all want something great for ourselves. We all want to be something awesome. Still, I want to be something awesome. I was just like you, and I am really trying to stay away from social media overall, so that one, I don't have anything that can hurt me, that can come back and haunt me, but two, because I want to live an authentic life. Okay, so you guys need to answer honestly. You might think that these are very elementary questions, but I want you guys to just realize how big of an issue it is. How many people have ever communicated online with someone you didn't know? You talked online with someone you didn't know. Raise your hand. This is no boo-booing about situation. This Thank you. And I'm phrasing this in a different way, and I know it's hard to admit, but how many people have ever been asked to do something inappropriate online? You've been asked to do something inappropriate online. And few people raise their hands, because it's really cool. You've been asked to do something inappropriate. Okay. Remember, you guys, my expertise is in sexting. There is nothing you can tell me that I have not already heard. By the time you reach me in undergrad, you know how many times the average undergrad in my school has sexted? The average guy has sent about 70 messages, 70 sex messages. The average girl has sent about 35. There is nothing you can tell me today that I do not already know. People are asking for these things. You need to be prepared for what to say when they do. And maybe to not get yourself there in the first place, you need to not associate with people that you do not know. Nicole Lovell, who's heard of her? Nicole Lovell. Raise your hand if you've heard of her. Nicole Lovell was murdered. She was murdered by a Virginia Tech student who she met on, anyone know? Kik. Met him on Kik. Remember, Kik is one of those apps that does the geographic matching. She thought he was her boyfriend. She went and met with him. They had been communicating online, and then he killed her. He hasn't gone to trial yet, so I guess innocent until proven guilty. But all the evidence points to the fact that he killed her, and with a fellow Virginia Tech student, they buried her body in the woods. She is a 13-year-old girl who is communicating with an 18-year-old boy. It doesn't sound that bad. It doesn't sound that dangerous, does it? It really doesn't. And she thought they were boyfriend and girlfriend. And she's dead because of getting to be associated with someone who she didn't know and not talking to anyone about it. This is Amanda Todd. How many people have heard of Amanda Todd? Amanda Todd is a great example of someone who's been cyberbullied. She flashed someone after they'd been repeatedly flattering her, someone who became a Facebook friend who she didn't know. She had met him one day when she was doing chat roulette. Flashed him momentarily. He took a screenshot, sent it to her school, sent it to more than 200 people that were affiliated with her, so much so that she moved schools. It happened again. He sent the picture again to all the people in the new school. Was cyberbullying her. It caused her great trauma. And if you want to watch a really moving YouTube video, look up Amanda Todd, and she does one of those, where they show the papers and she doesn't talk. A few months after that video, she killed herself. You know who the perpetrator was? A 35-year-old man from the Netherlands. A 35-year-old man from Europe found this high school girl and bullied her and tortured her psychologically till she killed herself. This is not a bad girl or a bad boy kind of thing. This is something that can happen to you. Good kids with bright futures. It could have happened to me. It could still happen to me that I'm contacted by someone who manipulates me, who poses to be someone they're not, someone far away who could do damage to you.